Hey, how are you today? Welcome in to the channel. My name is Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at the energy for today. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on in the ethers. There has been some, well, I should make my disclaimers first. So these are always timeless messages. If you find these at any time and the messages resonate with you, then definitely take what fits. Always use your discernment. I do personal readings as well. If you want to have more of a specific look into your situation, definitely hit me up. I have a variety of services that cater towards health and well-being. Purusha Holistic Wellness. It is about empowering the intelligence within, right? It's my little spiel for this morning. So, but when I'm recording this, there has been a lot of tension building in the astrology. So we're seeing resistance. It's like we're in fire season, we're in Leo season, which promotes this desire to kind of push forward, push ahead, make things happen, etc. And we're being forced to slow down. We're being forced to be patient. We have 4 different planets in retrograde right now, which does that. And it also forces us to look at things we might not want to look at. But honestly, that's how we are able to change what is happening in our life with a level of awareness around patterns, what we're allowing in, how people, places, and things show up, etc. So we'll start with this energy cleansing, set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. I like to clear out the energy, do a little blessing for you, just so you can be at peace as you're receiving the messages. It's also a really good time to set your own intention as well. If there is something that you're looking for from Spirit, definitely ask and be open to receive, and we will get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best from coming through. Fear, doubt, insecurity, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, frustration, impatience, anger, inability to see lessons clearly. Remove that from our mind, body, and soul. Help us to be aware and attune and make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love. Okay, so, I really do like, as much as we are experiencing some tension right now, I do really like where we're finding support. If we're tapping into this value of helping ourselves just feel good on the level of like nourishment and support, just making choices that really honor our mental, our emotional well-being, staying away from temptation or things that just can be a little instant gratification, coping mechanisms, however you want to see that, you'll know what fits and resonates for you. But this is that level of, again, being a little bit more aware. And when we make those choices for ourselves, it makes the tension, the frustration a lot easier. Because like I was saying earlier, we don't have a lot of room to take action, to push things forward right now, because it's more about learning the lessons. Mars and Jupiter are on top of each other, and they are tensely aspected to Saturn. So basically, we have to learn how to be more aware. I'm hearing play the game in a smarter, wiser way, right? Not being, and I'm not saying play games. Please don't misconstrue, because that is a very slippery slope. I like this. Okay. But there is something lucky that's coming in. I did see this as I was shuffling before the reading, and it's requiring our use of wisdom. in order to understand and make the highest and best decision for ourselves, we have to be a little bit more quiet and silent and not just acting or reacting out of emotion. There is harmonious aspects around how we are communicating and loving ourselves, loving others in our environment, but we might not like some of the nitty-gritty, like the dirty details is what I'm hearing. Things that maybe humanize us a little bit more, things that we feel embarrassed, ashamed about, etc. This alligator has been coming up on the regular for us over the past couple days. And obviously, double confirmation, you saw me shuffle. Just that need, again, to be patient. Be patient. It's counterintuitive. Like I said, we're in Leo season and everything inside of us just like wants to be, over and done with it, or, whatever, 10 steps ahead, however you want to see that. But there is value in patience. It's going to help us with choices and decisions moving forward, meaning we're going to have more clarity. We're going to have more understanding on what works for us, because we've also been seeing this level of abundance and success available if we want to tap into it. There's many opportunities that are coming our way, and we have to discern what feels best for us, what resonates the most with what we're trying to do, those long-term goals. So often we don't give ourselves enough space and time to think about the long term, what it's gonna look like. And honestly, when we connect with that value, we're able to build better stability and foundation for ourselves long term. Actually, there's a lot of success when we have goals in place. I know that sounds like pretty cheesy, but at the same time, it's so true, because it's so connected to our ability to discern what is highest and best for us, right? But then also like how we feel about ourselves, what we feel we are worthy of. And we're in this very beautiful transition where Pluto is moving into Aquarius, giving us the opportunity to kind of embrace things that we normally wouldn't, things that we want to experience, that we feel we would find a lot of happiness and fulfillment. We do have to let down our pride and our ego, especially around things where we have certain expectations about being validated in a certain way. There is a lot of, unfortunately, because this is, there is a lot of self-reflection energy that is required right now. Being honest with yourself. And like I said, I understand 100% it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to look at the things about ourselves that we struggle with or that we have to bring more awareness around. But honestly, it suits us better in the long term. The Bayou also popped up for us yesterday, so we're getting a lot of similar energy where it's helping us really tune into how to make those adjustments, how to better make decisions and choices that truly are in alignment with what we want. We just have to face some of our fears right now. Fears of it going wrong, right? Fears that it's not going to be what we think it is, that it's not going to happen, that it's all like hogwash. I don't know where that came from, but sure. Mercury is about to move into Virgo. We have, Mercury's in retrograde, till the end of the month. And so it's in Leo right now. Once it goes direct and back into Virgo, it gives us an opportunity to really balance and harmonize our body, mind, soul. Virgo energy is that energy of health and wellness. And what I like right now about the energy for you is if you stay committed to the path, if you stay committed like this Emperor energy, it's going to give you more benefit than what you even realize. You could be feeling a little, shaky, a little nervous, some anxiety about how things are going to pan out, because there's still a lot up in the air. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. I feel like you're being given this opportunity to rebalance, because there is going to be a lot coming your way, and you need your mental clarity, you need your mental faculties in order to make those decisions that's going to align you with what you actually want. Not what just looks all like glittery and beautiful on the surface. And honestly, in order to get there, we do have to embody this Emperor energy, where we are being a little bit more strict with ourselves, making sure that we are investing good investments in the right way, not putting too much on our plate, not overextending ourselves is what I'm hearing. It's very powerful. Like when the Emperor is in the upright, it's a very powerful energy to embody, because it is the mastery. It's a level of mastery and being able to bring in what you want. But unfortunately, there is conflict, right? We've been seeing this a lot as well. This is conflict between past and future energies. This is conflict between, our dharma and our karma. Are we going to choose those things that actually empower us, that help us grow, be the best version, evolve, etc.? Or are we going to keep playing out the same old tapes, the same old records, right? Wah wah, the scratch. And I feel like you going into it, because of this nervousness and anxiety. Again, Mercury's in retrograde. Mercury is governed by Gemini. It is air. It is the way we think, how we feel, think and communicate, not as much feeling and emotion. Yes, feelings are heavily intertwined with that. So how we're thinking, feeling about a situation, we have to remember we're going to draw in confirmation of that. That's where this conflict is coming into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, because on the clock, as you grow and build yourself, as you do step into your power, it's going to require you to make harder decisions that you instinctually know what's right, but not even putting your money where your mouth is. It's about just not falling into the same habits and patterns. Sometimes we create these comfortabilities with people, with dynamics in our life, and we want to appease, or we want to believe in this pie in the sky fantasy that it's going to be different next time around. King of Cups, 100%. Is that energy of giving the benefit of the doubt no matter what. The King of Cups can be overly emotional and volatile at some times. So you could be dealing with someone or something that is expressing this. This has been also coming up a lot in our collective readings. You could be feeling some of the reverberations from this, and this also could be some stuff that you're struggling with as well. I love this 4 of Wands as our overarching energy, because again, it reminds us that continuing to push forward, to continuing to see things for what they are, that Sun in Leo, the Sun square to, I have to back that up. Sorry. The Neptune in Pisces, harmoniously aspected to Pluto, is what gives us that awareness and that understanding. But the Sun positively aspected to Chiron is what allows us to have the courage and the strength to move towards that healing. We just it's tensely aspected to Uranus. So basically that talks about how our ego, our pride can get in the way of doing things differently, like I was talking about before. we have a lot of strength right now. There is a lot of intention on what you are growing and building, but also remember that people around you have their own intentions as well, is what I'm hearing. We have to make, this is why we're, okay. Let's settle. Well, the one card that came out upright is the Five of Swords. So, there is this very combative energy that has been lingering in the collective. Knight of Wands, he's also been popping up for us a lot. So what I was saying as that disaster happened is like, this is because, oh my gosh, did I just lose my thought? This is why we're building this strong foundation. This is exactly why. Because we also have to be very careful of what's in our environment. Those alligators, crocodiles, low vibey, whatever intentions that surround you, whether you're feeling it in a situation, in a dynamic with a specific person, take it how it resonates for you. And it's funny because as I'm saying it, the energy has like gotten very slow and heavy and almost chaotic, right? And this is exactly what we're seeing with that Venus square to Mars. It's making us second guess ourselves. It's making us doubt ourselves. So be really conscious and mindful of those internal conflicts that you're experiencing. Keep making plans of action. Keep using your discernment. Keep reminding yourself of your worth, of your value, and what you want. And then also remember energies for who and what they are, right? Places that we do reflect things in our own life, right? We have to be honest. We have to be honest and aware, or else we're not going to make the changes. We're going to constantly blame external. And, even if someone is like doing you wrong, like I totally lament for you. It's not a fun position to be in. It doesn't take away the pain. It's also this call of how are we going to empower ourselves? Are we going to become the victim? Are we going to, because that's also a disempowerment, right? Like constantly projecting the energy instead of taking responsibility for what are our choices to make. And we've been doing this dance because we have been feeling emotional, vulnerable. Our pride is intertwined, and that's not a bad thing, right? Like, pride is coming from this place of wanting to be the best version of ourselves. But we also have to be realistic. We also have to be honest and realistic about what that is, or else we will kind of get stuck in these muckier energies that leave us limited, that leave us stagnant. I don't even know if there's anything else I have to say about this. I think I'm going to close this out. So I like what you're building. It shows that you do have a lot of strength of character, determination, wisdom. Honestly, it is just putting things into practice, continuing to practice, even though it does feel a little bit monotonous. And honestly, I do see your mind being very strong right now. We have most elemental placement in earth energy, which I really like because it gives us grounding and focus. It's just, like I said, that fire, that ambition, we've been getting this telescope on the regs. That fire, that ambition can kind of override our thinking. So again, be mindful. That's where a lot of this tension is playing out. Like I was saying, that Mars, Jupiter, Saturn aspect. And a lot of that is just about being patient with how things evolve. This net came out yesterday as well. This is about seeing things. Actually, I'm just going to reshuffle all. No offense, guys. If you come out, you come out again. This is about having that bird's eye perspective. How are you drawing in what you want? How are you catching that bait, so to speak, is what I'm hearing. Not being afraid to look at the long term, like to say no to things. Okay, Flask. So there is something that that is kind of consistently drawing you back. That's like, whether that is a person, whether it is a habit, a pattern, a substance, etc. Take it how it fits for you. But this is basically something that is consuming us, that is taking our time, our energy, and it's putting us into these emotional loopholes. But you could also be dealing with someone else who's stuck in that patterning as well, is what I'm hearing, because this doesn't feel like it's coming from you. You might have been dealing with a situation for a very long time, and you've had to like rewrite the script, make repairs where necessary and needed. And you're still in the process of that healing or of that repair, putting pieces back together. It has taken a lot of strength and courage. Again, confirmation of why it's important to be structured, to give ourselves that empowerment first. Give ourselves the time and the energy first right now, because that really is what's building this foundation of courage. You know, you're almost there, but there still are some attachments lingering, and we're seeing this. Again, it goes back to that value of what I was saying earlier. Just consistently practice. Show up for yourself every day, right? Use your discernment. Remember that you do deserve, that you are worthy, and you can actually live the life that you want. Go figure. You can. You can. Sometimes it is getting the toxic stuff out of the way, and sometimes it's very hard to see the toxic stuff because they are people, places, situations that are closest to us, and we have to kind of be able to sift through the muck. And it does take a lot of courage. It does take a lot of courage to let go of things that are very dear to us. But it is about how we are showing up in dynamics, in relationships, to cultivate that best life. If we are connecting with people out of vanity and ego and pride, if they're doing the same with us, vice versa, well, you know, it's only going to have a certain amount of happiness, fulfillment, authenticity to it, you know, unfortunately. That was such a bummer of a note to end on. But I like this. I'll say this. This is my silver lining. You're on a good path. Like you are, I feel like you have strength, you have courage, you have a lot of things working for you. It might not be exactly what you want or what you've envisioned, but it's leading to something very beautiful. It's getting you out of this mucky time, space, energy in your life and really cultivating beautiful blessings of abundance. Thank you so much for your time and energy always. I super appreciate you. I hope you found messages that resonated. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear from you, or if you just want to connect, a little love and support. I always love to share. I hope you have a fabulous day. I will be talking to you soon.